I really do bust out laughing. I laugh at a lot of their comments too, you know. I really bust out laughing.
What's up, y'all? And welcome back. I keep saying welcome back. This is like my third time recording this. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm gonna be reviewing the Baddies South episode 5. So we start off the episode with where episode 4 left off at, with Rock versus Scotty. Rock is, going back and forth with Scotty on how she came to the house, saying, basically Rock is saying that Scotty is doing it, basically putting on an act for the camera, and she's trying to be Natalie and stuff like that. Me personally, I feel like Scotty was just coming into the house trying to, amp everybody up. I feel like that's what if you watch the Bad Girls Club or any show that, they have replacements or they bring in like a new person to the group, that person usually, comes in and brings the energy up, especially when the energy is down. And then especially before she even at the door, Zeus even told Scotty to know, it's a bad, I think he said it was like a bad, vibe in there, or the energy was down. So they wanted her to, bring in the good energy, and that's exactly what she did. But yeah, Rock is going back and forth with Scotty. I feel like Rock is just doing the most right now. I feel like Rock was intimidated by Scotty coming in because she's new. They said that she's young too, so I feel like she looks like a good 22, 23, or probably 25. So I feel like, Rock, she saw Scotty, and then everybody was paying attention to Scotty. So I feel like Rock just, she was intimidated, and she wanted to just start an argument. And then Natalie, she asked everybody how they feel and like what's their opinion on Scotty. Everybody for the most part is feeling Scotty. Rolly, Rolly, you guys know how Rolly is. Everybody's feeling on Scotty. Jayla, she knows Scotty. I feel like Scotty, if you follow like the videos and the IG lives, I feel like when Baddies ATL was going on, Natalie, she did a live, and I think she was in like Jamaica, I think, with Jayla and some other friends. I feel like Scotty was there with her because Jayla did say that they traveled out the country or traveled together, so she knows Scotty very well. I like Scotty. At first, like during the trailer, when I first seen her, I was like, why do you bring this girl in? Like, nobody knows her. I thought I wasn't gonna like Scotty. I feel like Scotty was gonna be like somebody completely different than how she is. Me personally, I like Scotty. But like this is like this is like her official first episode, so we'll see how how things go later down the line. But what I see right now, I like Scotty. She kind of reminds me of Winter from BGC, what's it, 16? So after everybody stated their opinions on Scotty and how they felt about her, Natalie then asks, she says she wants to find out what happened while she was away. Jayla opens, I don't know why, no shade, I don't know why Jayla even opened her mouth to explain the situation, because girl, you really didn't have anything to do with it. And as Jayla is explaining, the story to Natalie, Bree butts in and says her little side comment. I think she said, Ann thought she was a weak ass bitch, or treated her like a weak ass bitch or something like that. And then Anna's on the couch, on her phone, she's replying to Bree, talking about, cause you are a weak ass bitch and stuff like that. And they started going back and forth. Then Rolly tried to talk, and then it's just a lot of noise. And then Rolly says she beat Ann's ass, which she did. I mean, even Ann knows that. Anna's on the couch making her little movements and make her a little Ann starts arguing with Bree. She's going at it with Bree and Rolly, and then Sway jumps into an argument talking about, she called somebody a hyena. I don't know if it was, I think she's probably talking about Ann, but she said she had to fight a wild hyena, and she flipped Ann, and she gave her what she was looking for. Personally, Sway, she, like, you did not flip Ann. Like, you guys, she jumped on you. If basically Ann flipped herself, basically. So, you know, they're going back and forth. You know how it is. And then finally gets to explain her side of the story and what happened. She says that Broly beat her ass. And I'm happy that, I don't know, I feel like you get more, more respect when you do admit that you lost a fight. So I'm glad, it's kind of like, I'm glad that Ann knows. I'm glad that Ann is not like delusional in that department. Natalie then jumps in and she asks everybody, do they fuck with Ann? They go down the line. Basically everybody except for Rock and Scotty basically said they don't fuck with Ann. Then Natalie lets it be known that she's not replacing anybody else. So the girls that are there are just gonna have to get over it and just get it together. Then we get another scene with Natalie, Sway, Jayla, and Bree. They go on a boat ride. To me, I felt like this scene was a filler scene. To me, there was a lot of filler scenes this episode. This scene could have really been like 10 seconds at most. This scene was like a whole music video. This scene took like a whole minute of them just dancing. And now we're back at the house and it's with Scotty and Ann. They're, you know, in the yard playing some type of game. I forgot the name of it. I think it's called it was called something. Ann is explaining the Bree situation to Scotty. And then Ann also says that she feels bad for jumping on Sway, which I feel like she should feel bad because it was obvious that she was just looking for, you know, just a reason to fight. Scotty then explains the situation between her and Rock, which I feel like Rock was just doing the most. Like, now we're back on the boat scene with Jayla, Sway, Natalie, and Bree. They discuss, you know, Rock and Scotty. Like I said before, everybody is feeling Scotty and her vibe. And like I said, I actually like Scotty. She hasn't given me or anybody else in the house a reason to, you know, not like her right now because she's new and she just, you know, got here. Natalie then reveals that her and Sway planned on leaving Ann behind if she didn't get it together. A little side rant. I don't like when EPs or producers are like filming with the cast because I feel like it's not fair to the regular castmates. I'm not mad at you being messy and trying to bring entertainment to the show, but at the same time, do that behind the camera. Now we're in a different scene with Slim and Rolly. I think they're by the lake or something like that. Rock is also in the scene, and she says that Ann is clout chasing. Like I said, that's like nothing new. Like, Rolly then starts roasting Ann down to the ground. Like, one thing about Rolly is funny. Like, she's funny on purpose, and she's funny, like, when she's not trying to be funny. Slim calls Scotty cute, and Rock, like I said, I feel like she's a little jealous that the attention is on Scotty. Rock tells Slim to, like, don't do all that because she won't respect you or something like that. Whatever. Even in Slim's confessional, she said the same thing I'm saying, like, Rock is doing all of this to get the attention on her because Scotty is, you know, the new girl, she's young, she's new, the main focus point right now. Here we go with another filler scene. We have Rock, Rolly, and Slim on the dock, and then the boat with Natalie, Bree, Jayla, and Sway. You know, they pull up the audience and stuff like that. Like I said, these scenes, I don't mind a filler scene, but dang, like, these scenes be too long. Then, you know, you guys know how Zeus is with these shots. They do this on every show. They have, you know, they show the slow motion, up close shots of the girls getting dressed and stuff like that. You know, everybody is getting ready to go out to, what's it called? Monarch, whatever, for Scotty's birthday. And then I think Ann is the last person on the bus, and she sits like in the front. I'm not surprised that Ann decided to come. Like, Ann doesn't strike me as like somebody who is scary. And also, you know, Ann is not gonna pass up being on camera. You know, Ann is not gonna do that. I guess Bree is kind of tipsy or a little drunk already before they even get to the club, because she's in the back right now. Like, she's in the back of the bus talking about Ann, talking about why she has a tracksuit on. But Sway pipes in. She tells Bree to, like, why is she giving in her energy? Like, it's annoying. Stop that. It's starting to get to Sway. Like, it's starting to get on Sway's nerves. Rock then says that Bree has a lot of balls tonight because she's talking a lot. Here goes Natalie. You know, Natalie always has to say a big speech or like a pep talk or like a huddle before they do anything. Like, but while Natalie is trying to talk, Rock and Jayla are talking, and Natalie does not like that at all. Natalie, you know, gets into her mood. I feel like Ann and Natalie are like the two clout chasers, and it's funny because Natalie, she doesn't have to clout chase, but that's what Natalie does. And the thing is, I like Natalie. I feel like she's entertaining. She's annoying sometimes, but I feel like every show that Natalie has been on, she brings the energy, she brings the drama and the entertainment, and I do like Natalie. I do. She just Natalie is the type of person that you gotta have. You gotta have little pieces of her. You can't have her all the time because it gets too much. Rock is in her confessional talking about Natalie is too old to be acting like that. Like, she's almost 40, or she is 40, acting like this. Rolly then says in her confessional that Natalie would have been all up in their faces, you know, trying to punk them and stuff like that, and trying to show that she's the baddest bitch. But since it's Rock, Natalie is not doing that. Rolly is basically saying, Natalie, you need to keep the same energy with Rock. Ever since Rock beat up Sway, I feel like the girls are kind of like scared. I don't feel like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't think they're like scared to fight not Ann. I don't think they're scared to fight Rock, but I feel like they're being more cautious with what they say and what they do around Rock. The bus driver then pulls over the bus. Natalie gets off the bus and she just starts calling Rock all types of bitches and get this bitch off my bus. Like, Natalie, you're saying all this when you get off the bus. Well, I don't think Rock can even hear you, because a big bus like that, I feel like it makes a lot of noise when it's turned on. That's where the episode ends. Next episode, it looks like it's gonna be mostly a filler episode. It's gonna be them partying, them being hungover, them going to another party. But then at the end of the episode, we're most likely going to get like a cliffhanger of, you know, Rolly versus Jayla and Slim versus Rock. I really cannot wait to see that, because I really want to see, like, how did that even happen? I really want to see that because Rolly and Jayla, they could both fight, but I feel like Jayla is going to take this home. And then Slim and Rock, I feel like Rock is going to beat up Slim. I don't want to see Slim get beat up. I don't want to see Rolly get beat up either, but hey. Also, in the next episode, the Baddies bus, the bus company, they quit, or I don't know. The bus is just gone. Overall, I like this episode. I feel like this season has been doing way better than season 1 of Baddies. And let me know in the comments, how do you feel about this episode? Like, how do you feel about the seasons, the girls, the episode? How do you feel about that? Like, do you think Natalie is scary? Do you think Natalie is messy and scared of Rock? Do you think Rock was doing the most when it came to Scotty? Do you like Scotty? Just let me know.
I'm off this shit, cause you niggas don't fucking understand.